Hello, my name is Martin Cowen, and the title of this short video is Wear a Suit, Not a Boot. In 1972, I was a first-year law student at the University of Georgia School of Law. In that same year, I attended the first state convention of the Libertarian Party of Georgia. The National Libertarian Party had been formed officially on December the 11th, 1971 in Colorado. The first state convention was held at the Americana Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia, then located on Peachtree Street. The attendees of that first convention remind me today of the bar scene in the original 1977 Star Wars film. And I say this with affection because I was one of the ragtag alien attendees at that convention. Earlier this year, I attended the 2016 National Libertarian Party Convention in Orlando, Florida. And guess what? We still look like the bar scene from the 1977 Star Wars film. Again, I say this with great affection. I love Star Wars. I love the Libertarian Party, and I love the ragtag attendees of our state and national conventions. We are a fun-loving people. I have never in my life more enjoyed a single convention than I enjoyed the 2016 National Libertarian Party Convention in Orlando. The national leadership did a fantastic job, and our candidates provided us great entertainment, and I thank them for it. But hey folks, it's time to get serious. Thus my title, Wear a Suit, Not a Boot. I have written a book entitled Fabian Libertarianism, 100 Years to Freedom. And it is the subtitle to which I would like to call your attention right now. 100 Years to Freedom. 100 Years to Freedom is a depressing forecast for my target audience of this video, teenagers and 20-somethings. But remember this, I have personally seen 44% of 100 years in the freedom fight. Here's the math. I attended the 1972 Georgia Libertarian Party Convention. I attended the 2016 Georgia Libertarian Party Convention and the 2016 National Libertarian Party Convention in Orlando, Florida. 2016 minus 1972 is 44 years. And I'm not saying that we've already gone through 44 years of the 100 years I'm talking about to freedom. No, I am saying that starting in 2016, we have 100 more years to go. Millions of libertarians have been working hard for the last 45 years since the founding of the National Libertarian Party. Now it's time to ask, what do we have to show for it? Unfortunately, in Georgia, we have never elected a libertarian to the Georgia General Assembly. Countrywide, we have only elected 10 libertarians to state legislatures in our 45 years of existence. Personally, I find this record disappointing. As I see it, there are two achievements of the Libertarian Party to date. One, everybody knows what a libertarian is. And two, over one-half of the states in the District of Columbia have moved toward or legalized marijuana. And now for some controversy. I have always thought that the Libertarian candidates' focus on drug legalization was a strategic error. While I am a pure libertarian when it comes to the war on drugs, I believe the war ought to be terminated completely, drug legalization is a footnote to freedom. Libertarian candidates have spent the last 45 years fighting for an end to the war on drugs, and we can show only the tiniest bit of progress. Meanwhile, during that same 45 years, we have otherwise lost the battle for freedom. And here are a couple of bullet points which you well know to illustrate that point. The National Security Agency routinely and extensively invades our privacy. The Transportation Security Agency routinely and extensively invades our privacy. The Internal Revenue Service is used as a weapon against political opponents of the current administration. The admitted national debt is $20 trillion, which works out to be over $166,000 per taxpayer. And according to the usdebtclock.org website, unfunded liabilities exceed $873,000 per taxpayer. They exceed $873,000 per taxpayer. American taxpayers are indentured servants and indentured for life. Bullet point next. America is constantly at war. A 2015 article from The Nation claims, as of the date of the publication of the article, September the 24th, 2015, that America in that year had conducted special military operations in 135 foreign countries. All of our active wars are currently in the news, and we're constantly seeing pictures of blown-up children and open mass graves. And the final bullet point, regulations, including the job-squashing Obamacare, are more extensive now than at any time in history. In my book, Fabian, Libertarianism, 100 Years to Freedom, I list 28 socialist goals at the beginning of the 20th century. And I point out in the book that all of those goals have been achieved. My conclusion is that the socialists have won, and my book describes a plan to restore American freedom. It is time now to get serious about winning political offices. And the first thing about getting serious is to appear serious. Thus my title, Wear a Suit, Not a Boot. I am wearing a suit. I am a lawyer. I look like a lawyer. I look serious. I am serious. I have practiced criminal defense lawyers for 4 decades. I have handled murder cases, including 2 death penalty cases. I want to be taken seriously as a lawyer. In order to be taken seriously, I must appear in uniform. This is a lawyer's uniform. I must wear the uniform of a serious lawyer. As it happens, the uniform of a serious political candidate happens to be the same as that of a serious lawyer, a dark business suit. Okay, I admit that wearing boat shoes and khaki short cargo pants with a t-shirt is more comfortable than a suit. But if I want clients as a lawyer, and if a political candidate, a libertarian political candidate wants voters, she has to dress as a serious political candidate, as I have to dress as a serious lawyer. A legal client worries about his future. In the case of a divorce, he worries about whether or not he will be involved significantly in the raising of his children. Criminal cases, other serious concerns obviously going on there. For a voter, the issues, while they're not as immediate as that of a divorce, the voter too is concerned about her well-being and the well-being of her family. A candidate with a boot on his head will not get a single vote from a family person who takes voting seriously. A party whose disappointed candidate does a strip-tease on the national stage, that party will not get many votes from serious voters. Wear a suit, not a boot. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me by watching this short video. Please remember that in politics, we must appear as serious people if we are to be taken seriously. In order to appear serious, we must wear the uniform of a serious political candidate, and that uniform is a dark business suit for men and women. In a future video, I will talk about not only appearing to be serious, but about actually being serious. Please join me then. Thank you very much.